Yo, what's up guys? It's Devin here, and today we are going to be reviewing the part 2 of the Gorilla City event titled Attack on not Gorilla City, but Central City. Yes, this is episode 14 of The Flash Season 3, where Grodd has made his way over to Central City, even despite what Flash and the rest of Team Flash think. He made his way over, and he is ready to he's ready to kick some butt. Now, will Flash be good enough to beat him, though? We are about to find out. So now, anyway, before I go into the video, let me just give you this real quick. Spoiler warning. I am going to be going into some deep spoilers into the episode. And if you haven't seen this episode, I think you might want to check it out first. Now, before I go into this review, I am going to say this one thing. Last night, where I am, there was a storm, and it did interrupt my episode. So, I have not seen all of it. There are some parts that I haven't seen because of the thing that interrupted my episode. But I didn't want to rewatch it because I felt that would take too long, and I wanted to get this video out as soon as I can because I felt so bad last week. Downloading problem happened with Arrow, and I was going to get it out, and I downloaded it. Another downloading problem, and I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to do it this week. You know what? So I'm going to do all of them this week. I am still doing Supergirl, but I wanted to get this one out quick because I feel like I can still get all the Flash viewers, and I don't know what I'm going to do about Supergirl. But I am going to do it this week because I need to, and you guys only saw Flash. You guys have only seen the Flash reviews. So anyway, let's get into the episode. So this show stars Grant Gustin as the Flash, Candace Patton as, oh my goodness, I almost dropped my camera. Anyway, so Candace Patton as Iris West, Tom Canavar as H.R. Wells, Harrison Wells, Reverse Flash, whatever else he's been playing in the show. I don't know, Green Gorilla Grodd maybe even. I don't know. So Carlos Valdez, who is obviously Cisco, and Danielle Panabaker, who plays Caitlin Snow. Oh, and Tom Felton, who plays Julian. He's great. I love Draco Malfoy. So anyway, so this episode is basically about, it's the part 2 where it's basically where we left off last week, which is he captured Gypsy and mind controlled her to do a breach back to Earth 1 to fight. So basically, kick some butt and take over Earth 1 for what it did to him. So basically, Flash is all well and good, you know, Valentine's Day, Friends Day, whatever other Earth thing you call it. So, and then they find out, Gypsy comes, kicks some butt, and they capture her, and then they realize, well, shoot, Grodd's back, and Flash does this whole dilemma between, should I kill Grodd because he's just getting back stronger every time, or should I let him live? It makes sense because, you know, Oliver's done that a million times. Eventually, a hero's going to be like, well, you know what, if this villain keeps coming back, wouldn't it be nice to just knock him down? Where he doesn't come back up, because that would be so much easier than, you know, like, oh, put him in jail, although I know he's going to break out in a year. Round time for another part 2 event. So, you know, but he did the ultimate decision of, he had a cool way of doing it, and at first I was like, oh man, I was hoping for a big fight. Now we're just gonna, call on some help, and I was like, but no, they actually go full out on a Grodd fight, and it's pretty darn cool. So, but I'll get to that later. So, I want to talk about the, Wally, Jesse, Harrison Wells thing that happened in this episode. Now, this is where Jesse, as you know last time, she wants to stay on Earth 1. And I thought that was pretty good. And I thought it was fair what Harrison Wells, how he reacted to it. Like, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And it was actually kind of funny how he actually faked him being sick. Like, I don't know how many days I got left. It's just like, oh my gosh, Harrison, just let her go. And I think it makes sense. And it was a nice daughter moment, how Jesse and Wally finally got to be together. And, you know, it's good for Jesse too, because, like, they've been gone through a lot of drama last episode, and it's cool that Harrison Wells finally kind of let go and said he can stay, she can stay, and all that. So I did great on that. I mean, not I didn't do great on that. They did great on that. So anyway, but let's get back to some other things. So another thing in this episode, like I said, was the Barry and Iris. Barry wants to kill Grodd. And Iris and Harrison Wells are both like, no, you can't kill him. And now Iris and the Flash. I thought they did pretty well this episode and how it all got wrapped up in the end. Now, what I think about what's going to happen to Iris West, or what I thought about when I'm worried about Iris right now. But we'll get to that part later. So yeah, like Flash and Iris, it was a cool, I like that little dilemma, you know. You gotta kind of flesh out their relationship a little bit, just like you gotta do with Wally and Jesse. And I'm also very excited to see 3 speedsters in the mix. I hope they don't kind of push Flash to the side, because they kind of do that. They kind of did that in the last couple episodes, and I'm like, okay, you gotta flesh out Wally West. But I want to see some Flash action. I don't want them to do what Arrow did in season 4, where they kind of pushed Arrow to the side. I do not want them to do that. I really hope that they keep Flash as a main point in the episode, and they did. Although in the ending fight, I feel like the other team did all the heavy lifting, taking on like thousands of gorillas, while Flash was like, "Oh, I got the one. You go ahead up and go with the other hundreds. I'll take one," and he still lost. So I mean, like. But I do want to point out this plot hole real quick. I know I'm going really out of order, but I'm still working on this, and I didn't write any notes for this episode because I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. So let me just point out this plot hole. So now let's skip forward. Well, actually, I'll point out the plot hole later. Sorry, I'm getting better at this. So anyway, Flash has to save Joe West from I actually was worried for Joe West because there were rumors of him dying, and I was like, is he going to die? And no, he was saved. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, they wouldn't kill off such a big character anyway until the end of the episode. Why would they kill him in the middle of the episode? But anyway, so I was actually a little worried, though. I know I wasn't thinking too well in the brain, but still, it's a cool moment. It was actually a distraction, so Gorilla Grodd could take a colonel who was in charge of military weapons, and this leads to a really cool thing where Flash has to go in there and like type in a bunch of codes, and before the missiles, so basically they found Joe West, they put him in this whatever thing and vibed him, and he it wasn't a vibe, but he had to like draw all the person that he sees, and because him and Gypsy are having these visions of dark things from Grodd's memory, and he wrote it down, and it looked just like that colonel, and they finally, colonel, I think it was, so they finally figured out who it is, and Flash has to go down there, and that man had initiated weapons, pretty much, and so basically, they have to, he has to type in a bunch of codes, because there is a disarming code, and, basically he has to do this before the missiles all go firing, and there are a lot of missiles and not that much time, so he's kind of on a rush. Luckily, he is able to do it, and I thought that was a really cool moment. That was actually right before one of the severe weather warnings, so it kind of sucked afterwards. But I did not miss the big fight with Gorilla Grodd and Solivar. And so basically what happens, so Gorilla Grodd's like, he's mad, the missiles didn't work. So he's ready to take this entire city and just throw it down. You know, I'm going to rule this city. I'm going to make sure that everyone else is going to fall at my feet, and I'm going to rule this. I know it's a bad thing, a way of saying it, but there was something else I was going to say, but I decided not to say it. I was actually confused in translation there. So, but yeah, he's ready to win. He's ready to win. So, he's doing this, and Flash is like, I can't kill him. I can't do it. So he brings in some help, and Cisco convinces Gypsy. Oh, by the way, you also get to see a really cool Flash moment. A Flash from Earth 19, I think is where H.R. Wells came from. So he gets a really cool moment there, and Cisco convinces Gypsy to help them, and Gypsy knows where Salivar is, and he gets Salivar's dead, but there's another one. There's got to be another one on Earth 552, so 0.5. So they find him wherever, and they bring him here, and then they have an epic battle, and I mean it's really epic, like. It's cool. So Salivar faces Grodd, and it is an epic battle, and it's just clashing back and forth, and you don't know who's gonna win. I mean, they could go any way. I had a feeling Salivar was gonna win, but there was a moment where it looked like Grodd could have won. But it ended up Salivar was the true winner of the episode, and that was really cool. Like I said, the battle at the end was just bravo, guys. Like, the visual effects have just been, like, the past 2 episodes, the visual effects have just been great, and I'm so grateful for the visual effects. Now this brings me to my plot hole really fast. If Flash was able to beat Salivar, and Salivar is stronger than Grodd, how was Flash beaten by Grodd so quickly? Like, come on. I mean, we still don't know, like, how Grodd's so fast. I mean, fast, not fast. It probably was explained, and I just didn't remember it. But still, like, even after that, how was he not able to defeat Grodd? I mean, he was able to defeat Salivar, but why not Grodd? I'm just saying. And he didn't kill Salivar. Like, why would he have to kill Grodd? I mean, that was my only problem with the whole, oh, I can't kill Grodd, whatever, dude. It's thing. It's the fact that you didn't kill Salivar, yet you beat him. You can beat Grodd, just do that, and he's done. I mean, I get the whole killing him, you know. He's gotta do it because he's just gonna get back up. If you don't kill Grodd, he's probably gonna get back up. That's not my problem. It was more the fact that he's just like, he should have been able to beat Grodd. But besides that, the fight was awesome, and I mean, it was still really cool to see Salivar. I was just kind of nitpicking a little bit, like, why wasn't that there as much? I mean, why wasn't that tad bit explained? You're just saying. But anyway, so that was a great part. And then at the end, you get to see Wally and Jesse get to be together. Harrison's okay with it. He goes away. That was pretty good. I thought that was a nice dilemma to kind of keep the story going, you know. And I think I liked Flash's dilemma a bit more, but it was still a pretty good dilemma. So, and then you got to see Flash actually propose to Iris West. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but when Iris, it was either when he proposed to Iris or when they were going to start a family when she died. So I wonder if they're trying to lead up to, I know there's always the future where she dies, but I wonder if they're not going to be able to save it. And that kind of makes me worry for Iris West. Like, she might actually die if that proposing thing, because we all know superheroes can't be happy. No. Unless it's the season, or the show finale here. No. Superheroes can't be happy, you know. The villains got taken away from them, as Oliver says. But so yeah, so I feel like I'm worried for Iris here. You know, the West family there might be a death in the family soon enough. But besides that, and then you got to see the end, which is Wally seeing Savitar, and this is gonna lead into the next episode, which is where we get back to real Savitar, real villain of the season, which is kind of what Arrow did on the same episode. They did it on the same episode, just on different weeks, because Flash took a break and Arrow didn't. So, but yeah, so I'm really excited for next week's episode of Flash. And real quick, I want to tell you what my Flash season 3 thoughts are, because this video is getting kind of long. So I think they were Flash season 3 is not my favorite season. It's been pretty decent. I think Arrow's been better, but I didn't hate Flash's 3rd season so far. It's kind of been like Arrow season 3. I just hope it doesn't go downhill. Except it's not as good as it was like I was hoping it was gonna be, but it's not bad per se. And I enjoyed Flashpoint, and I don't hate Savitar. I'm hoping there's another villain besides of Speedster. Because how many times is he gonna get faster until he's the fastest man alive? Truly. Like, come on. It's like, oh, you need to go to Mach 55. Now you need to go to Mach 1000 and 3. No, come on, guys. There's gotta be a point where he's the fastest man alive, like truly. But anyway. So yeah, I've enjoyed Flash season 3 so far. In this episode, I am going to give it. I'm gonna go 9.2. I really enjoyed this episode. Like I said, guys, it is a great. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change that to I'm just gonna go 9. Kind of tied with my my Attack on Gorilla City. I might like the Attack on Gorilla City better, but I don't know because I really actually, you know what? I really enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna go a solid 9.2. I'm going back to it. So anyway, guys, 9.2 out of 10. I really enjoyed this episode. Comment below. Tell us what you thought of this episode. And I am just going on now. So I'm going to end this video. Make sure to comment, like, and share this video. And also subscribe. Goodbye, guys.